So let's move ahead with this topic. What we have discussed up till now, the relation between profit, loss, cost price, and selling price. What I know, there is one more element which I need to introduce. All of us know, ऑप्शन सेल में सबको डिस्काउंट मिलता है. डिस्काउंट काफी पसंद भी आता है सबको. कई प्रकार के डिस्काउंट होते हैं, है ना. डिस्काउंट किस पर मिलता है, ये देने वाली बात है. आप डिस्काउंट देखोगे तो हमेशा उस प्राइस पर मिलता है जो आर्टिकल आप खरीद रहे हो, जो उसके बॉक्स पर लिखा होगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आप एक शर्ट खरीदने जाते हो, ऑफ सीजन सेल है, 2000 रुपए इसका एमआरपी है, 30% डिस्काउंट मिल रहा है या लेट्स से 50% डिस्काउंट मिल रहा है, तो किस पर मिलता है, जो बॉक्स पर लिखा होता है ना. इसको बोलते हैं मार्केट प्राइस. क्या बोलते हैं, मार्केट प्राइस. विल टेक एन एग्जाम्पल. लेट्स से आपके पास 100 रुपीज का कोई आर्टिकल, आप शर्ट बनाते हो, 100 रुपीज का आर्टिकल बनाते हो, एक शर्ट एक 100 रुपीज का बनता है, कॉस्ट प्राइस उसका 100 रुपीज है. दैट इंक्लूड्स एवरीथिंग, स्टिचिंग, पैकेजिंग, पैकिंग, रॉ मटेरियल, लेबर चार्जेस, एवरीथिंग. फाइन. नाउ व्हाट यू डू, आप एक डब्बा बनाते हो बढ़िया सा, उस पर लिखते हो 200 रुपए. ये मार्केट प्राइस हो जाएगा. ये दिखाने वाले दांत हैं. ओके, ये किसी को नहीं पता होता कि क्या कॉस्ट प्राइस था. एवरीबडी सीज दैट काइंड ऑफ अ प्राइस विच इज ₹200. फाइन. यहां से यहां पर पहुंचने के लिए हमने क्या किया है, इंक्रीज किया है, प्राइस किया है. इसको बोलते हैं मार्कअप. कितने रुपए का है, 100. ना मार्कअप परसेंटेज अगर मुझे निकालना हो तो कितने का मार्कअप है, 100. मार्कअप परसेंटेज भी निकालना है तो वो भी किस पर होगा, कॉस्ट प्राइस पर, विच इज 100%. इज इट ओके? सो मार्कअप परसेंटेज इज नथिंग, इट्स मार्केट प्राइस माइनस कॉस्ट प्राइस डिवाइड बाय कॉस्ट प्राइस इनटू 100. दैट इज कॉल्ड markup percent. I think it is okay. Fine. Now assume yourself to be the customer. और आप किसी शॉप पे जाते हो, so you ask, सर मुझे शर्ट दिखाओ. उसने शर्ट दिखाई, मार्केट प्राइस 200 रुपए है, कोई डिस्काउंट ऑफर नहीं कर रहा है वो एज सच राइट नाउ. They'll start bargaining. मैं पहले भी आता हूं, मैं आपका रेगुलर कस्टमर हूं एंड वॉट नॉट. सो suddenly he started giving you some sort of discounts. Finally deal होती है 25% discount per done. Am I right? What is discount percentage I'm talking about? 25%. अब बता सकते हैं डिस्काउंट कितने रुपए का हुआ होगा. 25% हुआ होगा डिस्काउंट. दैट इज परफेक्टली ऑल राइट. नाउ अगेन हम लास्ट क्लास के फर्स्ट 5 मिनट्स को अगर रिकलेक्ट करें कि 25% होगा तो, पर किस पर होगा, दैट मीन्स अगेन बेस कम्स इनटू द पिक्चर. सो डिस्काउंट 25% जो होगा वो होगा 25% ऑफ 200. इज दैट ओके? सो डिस्काउंट एट ₹50. सो इसका हम बोल सकते हैं डिस्काउंट परसेंट अगर मुझे निकालना हो तो क्या करोगे आप, डिस्काउंट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ मार्केट प्राइस इनटू 100. डिस्काउंट के लिए बेस क्या होता है, मार्केट प्राइस. मार्कअप के लिए बेस क्या होता है, कॉस्ट प्राइस. अगेन आई एम अंडरलाइनिंग द इंपैक्ट ऑफ बेस. बेस चेंज होते ही आपका आंसर गलत हो जाएगा. डिस्काउंट हमेशा किस बेस पर निकलेगा, मार्केट प्राइस पर. ठीक है. नाउ इफ आई से वन मोर थिंग, दैट 200 रुपीज का आर्टिकल था, उसमें से आपको 50 रुपए का डिस्काउंट मिल गया. इसका मतलब आपने आर्टिकल कितने का खरीदा होगा, 150 रुपीज का. कितने का खरीदा होगा, 150 रुपीज का. एम आई राइट? ये शॉपकीपर ने आपको आर्टिकल कितने का दिया, 150 रुपीज का. 150 रुपीज उसके लिए क्या हो गया, सेलिंग प्राइस. दैट मीन्स इफ आई सब्ट्रैक्ट डिस्काउंट फ्रॉम द मार्केट प्राइस आई विल रीच टू सेलिंग प्राइस. एम आई राइट? सो in nutshell, if I recollect all the things which we have done, 100 rupees का article, you want to sell it for ₹200 ideally, but you are not able to solve it at ₹200. You are giving a discount, you are selling at ₹150. So this is markup percentage which is 100% markup. You are giving a discount of what percentage? 25%. Now you are making a profit of percentage. Profit percentage निकालना है तो मुझे profit कितने रुपीस का है बताओ? 50. We have done this number of times अभी. Into 100, which is 50%. This is profit percentage. This is markup percentage. And this is discount percentage. So this is the mechanism of all the profit loss discount scenarios. Fine. Discount देने के बाद या तो profit होगा या loss होगा. Discount देने के बाद हम selling price पे पहुंचेंगे. Selling price और cost price का relation हम अभी सीख चुके हैं. Now we know that if you increase this amount by certain percentage to reach to the market price, this is called markup percentage. I'll collect everything one more time. Markup percentage is calculated on the basis of cost price. Keep it in mind. Discount percentage is calculated on the basis of market price. Again, we have to keep it in mind. Selling price पर कुछ भी calculate नहीं होता है as such. हमेशा बेस दो ही टाइप के होते हैं प्रॉफिट लॉस डिस्काउंट में. एक तो कॉस्ट प्राइस. कॉस्ट प्राइस किसके लिए बेस होता है? लॉस एंड प्रॉफिट. एक होता है डिस्काउंट. डिस्काउंट किसके लिए बेस होता है? और डिस्काउंट के लिए बेस क्या होता है? इनफैक्ट मार्केट प्राइस. एक चीज और हम देख सकते हैं कि कॉस्ट प्राइस एक चीज के लिए और बेस का काम करता है, विच इज मार्कअप परसेंटेज. सो देयर इज नथिंग वी कैन कैलकुलेट इन टर्म्स ऑफ परसेंटेज on the basis of selling price in profit loss and discount question. Is that okay? Let's move ahead. I hope this is okay. Now we can write this entire thing in summary. मार्कअप परसेंटेज करने के बाद और डिस्काउंट देने के बाद ऐसा नहीं है कि हमें लॉस होगा, प्रॉफिट भी होगा. डिस्काउंट अगर आप ज्यादा दे दोगे तो लॉस भी हो सकता है. सो डिस्काउंट देने का मतलब ये नहीं कि हमेशा प्रॉफिट ही हो गया. डिस्काउंट देने का मतलब ये नहीं कि लॉस होगा. दैट डिपेंड्स कि हम कॉस्ट प्राइस से कम पर बेच रहे हैं कि कॉस्ट प्राइस से ज्यादा पर बेच रहे हैं, वो हमें ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा. सो व्हाट आई कैन सजेस्ट, मार्केट प्राइस 1 माइनस डिस्काउंट परसेंटेज इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? सेलिंग प्राइस. आई होप दिस इज ओके. लेट्स से मुझे 20% का डिस्काउंट देना है. So I can say market price is equal to 1 minus 1 by 5. Discount का मतलब reduction, इसलिए minus लगाया. I have told you number of times. 1 plus for increase, 1 minus for decrease. 20% discount है. Is that okay? I'll reach to selling price. So selling price is what? 1 minus 1 by 5 is 4 by 5 of market price. This is one and the same thing. I think it is okay to everybody. Is it okay? Cost price 1 plus markup percentage is equal to market price. Am I right? Cost price, markup percentage, markup बढ़ा रहे हैं हम तो प्लस होगा. So let's say markup percentage is 50%. So cost price 1 plus 50 by 100 is equal to market price. Perfectly all right? So market price I can say is equal to what? Market price I can say is equal to what? 3 by 2 of cost price. Again. So this is something which is important, and this is again an important part. Fine. We can clearly understand. यहाँ पर बेस क्या होगा? मार्केट प्राइस और सेलिंग प्राइस में क्या रिलेशन है? डिस्काउंट देने के बाद हम सेलिंग प्राइस पे पहुंच जाते हैं. मार्केट प्राइस और कॉस्ट प्राइस में क्या रिलेशन है? कॉस्ट प्राइस पर मार्कअप करने के बाद हम कहाँ पर पहुंच जाते हैं? मार्केट प्राइस पर. फाइन, वी कैन रिलेट दीज थिंग्स. ओके, लेट्स मूव अहेड. ओके, अच्छा, डिस्काउंट आपने कई सारे टाइप के देखे होंगे, है ना? एक होता है 40% फ्लैट, am I right? एक होता है 20% डिस्काउंट प्लस 20% डिस्काउंट. है ना? What is the difference between these two? Is it same? No. It is not same. Because after giving a discount of 20%, the next 20% discount is given on the reduced price. है ना? तो discount ये और ये same नहीं है. This is not one and the same thing. In fact, this is less than this. In fact, this is less than this because second 20% I'm going to get on reduced price. Am I right? So this is 40% flat. इसमें तो कुछ calculation की जरूरत ही नहीं है. Let's say an article is there, rupees 100, rupees 100 is its market price. So after discount 1, 20%. कितने का हो जाएगा आर्टिकल? 100 रुपीज का 20% रुपीज 20 रिडक्शन कितने का हो जाएगा? 80. Is this my final selling price? No, because we have to give one more discount of rupees 20% or in fact 20%. Discount 2% is again what 20%? What is 10% of this number? 18. What is 10% of this number is 18. What is 20%? 16. 80 minus 16, 64 rupees. Am I right or not? 100 to 80 to 64. So what is my overall discount? The discount is rupees 36. 36. Perfectly all right. 100 rupees का आर्टिकल 64 rupees में बेच रहे हो. ये सेलिंग प्राइस है. ये मार्केट प्राइस था. मार्केट प्राइस माइनस सेलिंग प्राइस क्या आ जाएगा मेरे पास? डिस्काउंट. है ना? So what I can say, discount percentage is what? 36 on the basis of 100 into 100, which is 36% is the discount. Here was the discount. What was the discount here? 40%. Fine. So successive discounts का मतलब इनके summation से थोड़ा सा हमेशा कम आएगा. Individual discount 40%. Successive discount is less than 40% definitely, which is precisely 36%. Now if we look at this, we can take this to or this in terms of successive percentage change. 20% reduction, then again 20% reduction on the new base. So can I say discount 1% plus discount 2 plus discount 1 into discount 2 divided by 100 will give us overall discount percentage? Am I right? Now again, we need to keep it in mind. I'm writing D1 and D2 and whatever it is, but you have to understand these have to be with sign. Discount is reduction, so it has to be minus or something. So minus 20% plus minus 20% plus minus 20 into minus 20 divided by 100, which is minus 40 plus 20, 400 by 4 is 4, which is minus 36. Minus means discount. Minus means discount or reduction. So successive percentage change का formula हम यहाँ पर use कर सकते हैं अगर discount successive हैं तो. Fine with this? Is that okay? Now we can take a couple of examples from the handouts. And we'll take one more example on the basis of discounts, which is a little different kind of a discount, which you must have seen in different scenarios. 5,000 का सामान खरीदने पर 2,000 का सामान मुफ्त या 3,000 का सामान मुफ्त. Buy 5,000 worth articles, get 3,000 worth articles free. It is again a discount. What is discount? और what is the percentage discount? रुपीज में तो दिख रहा है आपको कितने का डिस्काउंट है, कितना फ्री मिल रहा है. That is supposed to be discount. But in terms of percentage, what is discount? It is 3/8 or 3/5. What is 3/5? Let's say discount percentage निकालना है मुझे. डिस्काउंट कितने रुपए का? 3,000 रुपए का. ठीक है ना. अभी मैंने आपको बताया डिस्काउंट परसेंटेज. डिस्काउंट किस बेस पर निकलता है? मार्केट प्राइस पर. सो आंसर क्या होगा इसका? 3,000 by 5,000? No, it is incorrect. 5,000 was not the market price. I'll reiterate my statement. Market price is something जो आपको बताया जाता है. 5,000 नहीं बताया उन्होंने बताया 5,000 का आर्टिकल खरीदोगे तो 3,000 के आर्टिकल्स मुफ्त मिलेंगे. What does it mean? अगर इस पूरे सामान का या पूरे ग्रुप ऑफ आर्टिकल्स का प्राइस देखा जाए, so that was 8,000. What was the price? 8,000. You are paying what price? 5,000. That means you are getting a discount of 3,000 on the basis of 8,000 into 100. That is correct. Am I right? So 3 by 8, this is cancelled. 1 by 8, we all know, we have discussed number of times. 1 by 8 is 12.5%. 3 by 8 is 37.5% discount. I hope it is okay. We can take one more example, a little smaller or easier example. 1,000 रुपए का सामान खरीदो, 1,000 रुपए का सामान मुफ्त. Is this 100% discount? No. Then that's why it was not 3 by 5, 3,000 by 5,000, because the article you are purchasing are worth rupees 2,000. And you are paying rupees 1,000 for that, and this is for free. That means the discount worth is rupees 1,000 into 100, which will give us 50% discount. Out of this all explanation making a sense to you? Are you able to connect the dots? Selling price with cost price with market price, discount with market price, selling price, discount with, or markup percentage with cost price and market price. Am I right? So this is the scenario, or number of scenarios we have to use in profit and discount questions. But again, you have to be good with percentage and in calculation, because if you are good with those things, you don't have to bother about calculation errors as such. The only thing which I need to understand, what kind of price I have to take in base and what number I have to take in base. Is that okay? Fine. There are few questions I can go for. Let's say, first of all, I'll go for question number 16. Okay, let's see question number 16. What is question number 16 is saying? Read the question number 16. Question number 16 is a different kind of a question, although it is not using discount concept, but it is using the concept of profit and loss for obvious reasons. So what is the concept in this question? Read it. A man calculate the profit on the selling price. Now, अभी हमने कई बार देखा है profit किस पर निकालना होता है? Cost price पर, and he is calculating on the basis of selling price. अच्छा, profit होगा तो selling price ज़्यादा होगा कि cost price ज़्यादा होगा? Selling price. Correct. Selling price is more than cost price when there is a profit. Now, if you calculate on the basis of selling price, this profit percentage is going to be less. Why? Because denominator is more. Profit divided by selling price. Selling price is more than the cost price. So, profit percentage is going to be what? Less, because selling price is more. Am I right? So, let's take this example. Profit percentage on the basis of selling price is rupees 25%. Am I right? So, let us assume some selling price, let's say it is 100. It is 100. The profit percentage, or profit in terms of rupees, not in percentage, is given 25% of SP, which is 1 by 4 of 100, which is rupees 25. ये profit rupees है, not in terms of percentage. Making sense? I assume selling price rupees 100. He calculated 25% of selling price as profit, which is coming out 25 rupees. Now I know if the profit is 25 rupees, what is cost price? I know selling price is more than the cost price, and the difference between selling price and cost price is called profit. So selling price minus profit is going to give us cost price. What is selling price? 100. What is profit? 25. What is cost price? 75. Selling price minus profit is cost price. Now profit percentage, the question is asking for profit percentage. What is the profit percentage? 25 is the profit. What is the cost price? 75 into 100. This is 1, this is 3, 1 by 3. We already have understood this concept in the last class. 33.33% is the profit percentage. This is general way of solving the question. Let us assume the selling price is 100, profit is 25% of selling price, which is 1 by 4 of 100, which is 25. Now cost price is selling price minus profit, which is 75. profit percentage, profit on the basis of cost price into 100, which is 33.33%. Now, the other way of doing it is little easy, not easy, little short, but you have to understand the concept behind it. Profit percentage is given on the basis of selling price, which is 1 by 4. 1 by 4. So profit on the basis of selling price is 25%, which is 1 by 4. So if profit is in numerator and selling price in denominator, I can say the profit percentage, correct profit will remain same in terms of magnitude. What is selling price? 4 rupees. And profit is 1 rupees. That means you must have purchased that article for rupees 4 minus 1, which is 3. Or I can write it 4 minus 1, which is 3, which is 1 by 3, which is 33.33%. Making sense? So we could have done without writing anything, but you have to understand the mechanism behind these two things. That is more important. Fine with this? Let's take one more question. Question number 18. Question number 18, we have to read question number 18. Or question number 20 first of all. Let's say question number 20. I'm sorry, this was question number 16. This is method 1 and this is method 2. Okay, question number 20 we'll go for. Question number 20. Two successive discounts. Discount 1 is given 30%. Discount 2 is given what percentage? 10%. So we can easily use it. Discount 1 and discount 2. What is the overall percentage discount? This is D. Minus 30. Minus 10. Minus 30. Minus 10. Divided by 100. Is that okay? 30, 10, minus 40, plus 3, minus 37, that means 37% discount. Is that okay? We have done this. Can we use multiplication factor in this? We have just discussed, after giving discount of market price, we reach to selling price. So market price is MP, discount percent is 30%, reduction, so 1 minus 30% is what? 3 by 10. Is that okay? 3 by 10. The second discount is over and above this discount, which is 10%. So again reduction, 1 minus 1 by 10. 10% is what? 1 by 10 is equal to selling price. Can I say that? So what is market price? 1 minus 3 by 10 is what? Let's say 7 by 10 into 1 minus 1 by 10 is what? 9 by 10. So I can say market price is, this is 100, or let's say selling price is 63 by 100 of market price. So if market price is 100, selling price is rupees. If selling price is rupees 63, market price is 100, other way around, market price is 100, selling price is 63. What is the discount? 37 on the basis of market price, which is 100, which will be eventually 37%. Now, why am I writing all this? Because if there are 3 discounts, we can use successive percentage change, no worries. But in that case, we have to use this formula twice, and we can do it by multiplication factor also, or multiplying factor, whatever you say, by doing this calculation. Perfectly all right? Or you can take some random number, but random number we can take only when the percentages are little easy. Let's say the discount is little typical, 37.5% type number, 33.5% type number. So I will recommend you to do this rather than doing this. I hope it is okay to everybody. Fine. Let's move ahead. We'll go for question number 18 now. I hope this is clear. Okay. Question number 18. What is question number 18? Read question number 18. As per the question number 18, Govind marked an article 25% above the cost price. Is it okay? Yes. Cost price, I don't know. We can take some random number. It is 100 rupees. Marked up at kitna percent above the cost price? 25%. So 125 is going to be what, my MP or not? 25% increase on the basis of cost price. Market price is 125. Perfectly all right. Now he is giving a discount of 30%. Discount किस पर होता है? Market price पर. Am I right or not? So discount देने के बाद discount percent is what? जल्दी से बताओ. 30%. Discount percentage is 30%. Profit होगा कि loss होगा ये बताओ. Profit होगा या loss होगा? Let's see. Increase 25%, decrease 30%. Am I right? Profit होगा कि loss होगा? Let's 30% is already more than 25%, and the base is more than 100. So reduction will be more than increase. I'll repeat it. 25% या 30% में से कौन सा बड़ा होता है? 30%. यहाँ पर 30% किसका निकलेगा? मार्केट प्राइस का. यहाँ पर 25% किसका निकला था? कॉस्ट प्राइस का. तो डायरेक्शन ज्यादा होगा ना कि इंक्रीज. तो डिस्काउंट ज्यादा दे रहे हैं हम, इंक्रीज कम कर रहे हैं, तो फॉर ऑब्वियस रीजंस इस पे क्या होगा? लॉस. लेट मी चेक व्हाट इट इज. 30% discount. 30% discount. Am I right? 12.5 is 10% of 125. Making sense? 12.5 is 10% of 125. What is 30%? 12.5 into 3? Which is 37.5 rupees. So what is selling price in this case? 125 minus 37.5, which is equal to 87.5 rupees. What is the profit percentage in this case? Profit या loss? Here it is loss. What is the loss? 100 का article आप 87.5 में बेच रहे हो, 12.5 का loss है on the basis of 100 into 100. There is no point writing all this again and again. I am writing just for the sake of simplicity and explaining things. Is that okay? So this is selling price. So this is the mechanism which we have discussed number of times. So loss कितने percent का होगा? 12.5% loss. What is my answer? Fourth. Can we use successive percentage change in this? We are increasing by 25% and decreasing by 30%. Can we find out overall percentage change? That's what the question is. And the percentage changes are on the basis of cost price. से यहाँ पर पहुँचे और यहाँ से यहाँ पर पहुँचे. Am I right? So what is the increase in the first case? 25%. What is the decrease? 30% plus 25 minus 30 divided by 100. 25 minus 30 is minus 5 plus ये कितना हो जाएगा? 4. ये minus 7.5. Am I right? So this is minus 7.5 overall minus 12.5%. Minus का मतलब क्या होता है? Discount. And we could have done the same thing with multiplication factor also. Fine. I hope this is okay to everybody. Done with this? Okay. Let's move ahead. Let's go for question number 20 we have done, question number 18 we have done, question number 19. Let's start discussing question number 19. This was question number 18. Is it okay? Let's discuss question number 19. What is that? Read the question number 19. A shopkeeper bought an article for rupees 360. He bought an article for rupees 360. What is this price? Selling price, market price or cost price? This is cost price. You are spending rupees 360 to buy an article. So let's write it. 360 rupees is the cost price. Fine. The profit made by the shopkeeper after selling it after 11 1 by 9 percentage discount is rupees 40. He is making profit. Profit कितने रुपए का दे रखा है? 40 rupees. Not percentage, it's 40 rupees. So I can say selling price is equal to CP plus profit, which is equal to 360 plus 40, which is 400 rupees is selling price. Perfectly all right. Now discount given is 11 1 by 9%. 11 1 by 9% is as good as 11.11%. This is one and the same thing. This is given discount percentage. Now I know discount किस पर होता है? Market price पर. 11 1 by 9% or 11.11%, which is equal to 1 by 9 in terms of fraction. We have done this. 1 by 9 of the discount given on the market price. So market price reduced by 1 by 9. So 1 minus 1 by 9 will reach to what price? Selling price. Market price discount के बाद या market price में से discount हटाने के बाद हम कहां पहुंचते हैं? Selling price पर. So market price, I don't know, 8 by 9 is equal to selling price, which is rupees 400. This is 50. This is market price is equal to 450 rupees. 450 rupees. Answer choice is 3. Answer choice is 3. Perfectly all right. Do we have any problem with this? I'll repeat it. Cost price is 360 given in the question. Profit in terms of rupees is given in the question, which is 40. Selling price is cost price plus profit, which is 400. Now I know the discount percentage is given 11.11%, which is 1 by 9 of market price. So reducing market price by 1 by 9 I'll reach to selling price. So market price ka 8 by 9 is 400, which is selling price. We have already calculated. Market price is rupees 450. Making sense? Good enough. Fine. So I think this is all about profit, loss and discounts. Fine. There is a small part of profit, loss, discount, which is partnerships. We'll discuss partnership now. We'll not take, we have just 2-3 questions in this handouts. We'll go for basic concept and then we'll start discussing. Is that okay? Fine. Now to understand the concept of partnership, we can take an example, very small example. A and B, there are two friends. A has rupees 10,000 and B has rupees 20,000. And they invest these amounts in a business. Now, 1 साल बाद profit होगा. जो भी profit होगा, मान लेते हैं. Let's be hopeful, profit हुआ. जो भी प्रॉफिट होगा वो कैसे कैसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया जाएगा ए और बी के बीच में, इन व्हाट प्रोपोर्शन द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ प्रॉफिट विल बी देयर आफ्टर एन ईयर. दैट्स व्हाट आई वांट टू आस्क. दिस इज क्लियरली 10,000 इज 20,000. सो व्हाट इज द रेशियो ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट? 1:2. एंड दे वर इन द बिजनेस फॉर द एंटायर ईयर. तो प्रॉफिट ऑब्वियसली 1:2 के रेशियो में बांटा जाएगा. मतलब ए को जो प्रॉफिट मिलेगा, लेट्स से टोटल प्रॉफिट इज तो ए को जो प्रॉफिट मिलेगा वो 1/3 ऑफ पी मिलेगा और बी को जो प्रॉफिट मिलेगा वो 2/3 ऑफ पी मिलेगा. Am I right? So जिस हिसाब से आपका इन्वेस्टमेंट होगा उस हिसाब से प्रॉफिट मिलेगा. फाइन. अच्छा, एक चीज और हम इसमें देखते हैं. क्या इसमें टाइम का कोई से नहीं होगा? होगा. लेट्स से ए के पास अभी वही 10,000 रुपए हैं और बी के पास 20,000 रुपए हैं. एंड ये था लेट्स से बिजनेस में 12 मंथ्स फॉर द एंटायर ईयर इन फैक्ट. एंड ये बिजनेस में था लेट्स से 9 मंथ्स. तो अब प्रॉफिट कैसे बांटा जाएगा? यहां पर इन्वेस्टमेंट का रेशियो कितना है? 1:2. एंड टाइम का रेशियो कितना है? इसको डिवाइड कर दें 4 से, दिस इज 3 से डिवाइड कर देंगे तो 4:3. सो प्रॉफिट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का इफेक्टिव इन्वेस्टमेंट, आई विल इंट्रोड्यूस द टर्म इफेक्टिव इन्वेस्टमेंट इज 1/4 एंड बी का क्या हो जाएगा? 3/2 which is 6. Again we can take ratio which is 2:3. So A का effective investment and B का effective investment किस रेशियो में है बता पाएंगे हम? 2:3. Now can I say effective investments are in the ratio of 2:3. So whatever the profit is, A's share and B's share we can easily calculate. A's share is calculated 2/5 of total profit, and what is B's share? 3/5 of total profit. That means total profit is divided into how many parts? 5 parts. उसमें 2 टुकड़े किसको मिलेंगे? A को, और 3 टुकड़े किसको मिलेंगे? B को. Making sense? So इसमें टाइम का भी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट होता है, वो हमें ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा, कौन सा पार्टनर किस टाइम तक बिजनेस में था. Is it okay? Fine. Now can I say in nutshell, profit for A divided by profit for B is investment made by A divided by investment made by B into for the time A invested into for the time B invested. This is actually the ratio of effective investment and B's effective investment. Perfectly all right? Fine. So time has to be considered. We cannot take time for granted. Is that okay? So दोनों चीजों का ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा. It's simply the proportion वाला thing. We can easily use it. Okay? We'll go for a couple of questions on the basis of this. Ramesh and Suresh, question number 21. Ramesh and Suresh started a business. Ramesh invested 9,000. Ramesh invested 9,000. Is that okay? For 10 months. For 10 months. And Suresh invested 6,000. For how many months? It is given in the question. A year. Year का मतलब 12 months. Okay? So Ramesh and Suresh का profit जो distribute होगा वो 9,000 divide by 6,000. Numerator denominator में इनके time 10 months and 12 months. This is 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 5, 2, 6, 3, 2. Has to be divided in the ratio of 5:4. Am I right? We have done this. So profit effectively देखा जाए तो 9,000 into 10, effective investment in fact 9,000 into 10 and 6,000 into 12 ratio आया 5:4. इस ratio में profit distribute होगा. Perfectly all right? Okay. Now what is the total profit? The profit is given. किसका profit पूछा हमसे? सुरेश का. So सुरेश का जो profit होगा वो कितना होगा? 4/9. Total profit has to be divided into how many parts? 9 parts. And profit कितना है total? 4,500. So 9 into 5 is 4,500. कितना मिलेगा सुरेश को? 2,000. 2,000. Perfectly all right? Fine. So this is the mechanism behind partnership questions. Profit कैसे distribute होगा? We'll take another example जहाँ पर time अलग अलग होंगे. Fine. Let's say question number 22, I guess, is having this kind of a scenario. Read question number 22. What is question number 22 is saying? We have discussed, this is on the basis of ratios, because इसमें भी अलग अलग टाइम थे. क्वेश्चन नंबर 22 में भी जो टाइम्स दे रखे हैं एक बार पढ़ते हैं उसको. क्या दे रखा है? अनीता स्टार्ट्स अ बिजनेस विद ₹20,000. आफ्टर 3 months, टाइम हम लिखते जाते हैं सबका. आफ्टर 3 months, हु केम? वनीता, with an investment of 30,000. Is that okay? After some more time, now some more time is not specified. कितने टाइम बाद आई नहीं पता. After some more time, Chetna joined the business with ₹40,000. What I know, the only thing which I know about them is right now, इनके इन्वेस्टमेंट पता है. कौन कितने टाइम तक था अभी मुझे क्लियरली पता नहीं चल पा रहा है, पढ़ना पड़ेगा. If at the end of the year, that means they did not start the year at the same time, but they ended the year at the same time, as per the question. That means Anita started the business, so she must be in the business for how many months? 12 months. Vanita joined 3 months after Anita, so वो कितने महीने तक business में होगी? 9 months. Now, do I know for what months or for how many months Chetna was in the business? I don't know. So let's say she was in the business for X months. Is that okay? So what is effective investment? If I look at this, I can take ratios here alone. So 2 into 12 is what? 24. 3 into 9 is what? 27. 4 into X is what? 4X. That is effective investment. The profit has to be divided in the ratio of 24 is to 27 is to 29. Anita's profit share, Vinita's profit share, and Chetna's profit share are in the ratio of 24 is to 27 is to 4x. Clearly? Done? Fine. Now, what is the question asking? If Vanita gets 18,000 out of the total profit of 42,000, वनीता प्रॉफिट कितना होगा? वनीता's प्रॉफिट 27 डिवाइडेड बाय 24 प्लस 27 प्लस 4x. दिस इज द रेशियो ऑफ टोटल प्रॉफिट. टोटल प्रॉफिट कितना है बताओ? टोटल प्रॉफिट इज गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन विच इज 42,000 एंड वनीता's प्रॉफिट शेयर इज गिवन 18,000. तो इस प्रॉफिट में से इसको 18,000 मिला है. वी कैन सॉल्व इट. 3 zeros कैंसिल्ड. 6 3 6 7 3 9. Am I right? So I can say 9 into 7 is 63. 24 plus 27 is 51 plus 4x. What is the value of x? This is 12. X is equal to 3. X is equal to 3. She was in the business for 3 months. She was in the business for 3 months. 3 months from the 12th month or from the beginning? She did not join the business in the beginning. She joined the business after some time. She was in the business for 3 months. So she must have joined 9 months after Anita. And she must have joined 6 months after Vinita. Am I right? अगर हम 12 मंथ्स का सिनेरियो बनाते हैं तो 12 मंथ्स में अनीता पूरा 12 मंथ्स थी. विनीता यहां से यहां तक थी 9 months. एंड शी वॉज इन द बिजनेस फॉर 3 months. हु? चेतना. सो विनीता और चेतना की ज्वाइनिंग टाइमिंग में कितने मंथ्स का गैप है? द क्वेश्चन इज आस्किंग then after how many months after Vinita did Chetna join the business? After how many months? 6 months. Is that okay? So there are 2 things which I need to understand in these questions. Even after getting the correct answer, I need to focus on the time. There can be a tricky answer choice. You can give your answer 3 months as well, but the question is asking a different thing. The question is asking कि विनीता के कितने टाइम बाद या कितने मंथ्स के बाद चेतना ने ज्वाइन किया है वो हमें देखना पड़ेगा. उसके अकॉर्डिंग हम आंसर करेंगे. एक्स इज नॉट ऑलवेज द करेक्ट आंसर. फाइन. सो दैट्स इट फ्रॉम परसेंटेज प्रॉफिट लॉस एंड डिस्काउंट. आई होप यू एंजॉयड. थैंक यू सो मच.